All right, welcome into PrizePicks on 5 here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. I'm here at Kasaya Center. That's why it's loud. Ethan Skolnick. You can follow me at Ethan J. Skolnick in the 5 Reasons Sports. We got David Eversole. You can follow him at David W. Eversole. Key thing we always mention here, go to prizepicks.com or the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. Make sure you use the code 5, F-I-V-E. You'll get that initial deposit matched up to $100. You have to deposit money to get money, but then it's free money. That's how it works. And, of course, you can play more than just the NBA. You can play NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, MLB, boxing, tennis, golf, and more. All right, we're just going to get into Heat Celtics here, though. Game 3, the big news, Mike Missoula, Mike Missoula, Joe Missoula. Sorry, I'm going to write the third time. This is my sixth show of the day. Joe Missoula has made a lineup change. We just got into it on our pregame show with Gad, Mateo, and Timmy. He's going with Derek White in the starting lineup instead of Robert Williams. That changed some things here on the board. We're going to go through these quickly. Let's start with Jimmy. Do you like anything on the Jimmy ledger tonight, David?
Field goal attempts. I think, this is kind of like the Milwaukee series where Jimmy's picked up his scoring after only having, only 24 and a half points versus the Knicks. He's back up to 31 points a game. He shot 12 for 25 in both game 1 and game 2s, but he's not shooting 3. So, I'm curious to see if he starts shooting a few more 3s at home. He went 3 for 10 when they clinched versus Milwaukee in game 6 or game 5. He's only gone 3 for 14 in 7 games since from 3. So I think he might throw up a couple more tonight and go over 20 and a half field goal attempts.
Well, let's stay on the field goal attempts then. Let's switch to the Celtics side because that's my play tonight. Tatum over 20 and a half field goal attempts. The weight of the world is coming down on the Celtics. It's on his shoulders. I just feel like he's going to jack up more shots tonight. Also, you look at some of the matchups tonight. They may be favorable for him taking more shots. So 20 and a half field goal attempts. Again, he does not have a field goal made in the fourth quarter in the first 2 games in this series. He just has free throws. He does not have a field goal made. I'm going to say he goes over the 20 and a half tonight, gets up a lot of shots. But my favorite play tonight, and hopefully it's still the same with Robert Williams being out, I played Bam over 3 points in the first 6 minutes. This is something that you're allowed to play now. It's 3 points in the first 6 minutes. I mean, it's literally 2 dunks, 2 baskets, 2 something. Or something, get to the line, an N1, okay, and all of a sudden he's matched it. Again, I feel like that's something that's going to be really easy for him to accomplish tonight. They're going to be aggressive, and there's no Robert Williams matching up against him tonight. So I'm going to go over on that. Anything else that you like tonight?
I like Caleb Martin, points and rebounds. I mean, obviously he had a great game 2. He's just been so consistent in terms of putting up these numbers night after night. I think he's at 15 and a half points and rebounds.
Yeah, 15 and a half, I think.
So, I mean, he could get there on points alone the way he's been shooting. I like him over there and over on 1.5 threes as well. So I think he's going to stay hot.
The other reason I like that is with the starting lineup change, I feel like Spoelstra may go to him sooner tonight, even if Kevin Love remains the starter. So I would play the Caleb stuff over. One other play tonight I just missed the other night, Max Strus over 11.5 points. He got to 11. Still waiting for the Strus game because he's the one guy of their undrafted guys, like he's only got 1 3 in the fourth quarter in the playoffs. Only made 1, whereas Duncan's made 12, Gabe has made 8. Feel like this is a Strus game tonight. I would play him over as well. Again, use the code 5, F-I-V-E. Get that initial deposit match up $100. See, the one time I played it,
Always.
it went under. That's how this works. All right, before we head for the door here today, David, give me one more.
I'm going to probably go with maybe Tatum over on free throw attempts. Or free throws made. I think he was at 7.5. He's had 11 in both games in the series, and this is an elimination game as far as I'm concerned for the Celtics. I mean, if they lose this game, it's pretty much, set sail for the offseason. Yeah, 7.5 free throws made. If I was going to lean on one Boston pick, I still kind of like Robert Williams actually over 6.5. He's going to get some minutes, especially if Boston has some kind of lead and just needs to just switch things up for a few minutes, maybe when Bam's off the floor, or just do something a little bit different. You never know. So he's only at 6.5 points. I think he can still get to that.
I like the Tatum play a lot tonight. You're right. It is a desperation, elimination type game for the Celtics. They're not coming back from 3-0, especially when you would have 2 more games left in this building after tonight. So play it at PrizePicks. Use the code 5 FIVE. Get that initial deposit matched up to $100. Again, you support yourself, support the network, and all that good stuff. Check out the other content on the network tonight. We're going to be on playback.tv/5RSN. Post-game show hosted by Greg Sylvander with Brian Fonseca and Sean Rochester. And we got a pregame show up right now that I did with Timothy Bain, Mateo Mayorga, and Gad Cartagena. So we got the whole crew. Everybody's on board tonight. But go make some money. Go to PrizePicks. Use the code 5. Have a good night, everybody.